Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to come on today and continue the series that I promised all of you I would do, and also I promised the spirit world, and I will keep my promise. Um, this series on spiritual inspiration, and teachings. I can only really talk about things that have resonated with me and that have affected my spirit and helped me on my spiritual path development and spiritual progression. I don't want this series only to be about spirit guide teachings, though I will definitely talk about those. I have a few lined up. I feel we can also get a lot of help, knowledge, counsel from mediums of the past, pioneers of spiritualism. Okay. So what I like about the pioneers of spiritualism is they have done the work. They understand the nerves, the work and the dedication that this takes to really become this vessel, this channel to be of service to the spirit world. Today, I would like to talk about Estelle Roberts. Estelle Roberts was an amazing medium. She was the medium that her guide, Red Cloud, spoke through, who is a pretty famous and well-known spirit guide. And they're the teachings of Red Cloud that are published. You can find them online or in books for sure. So she was an amazing evidential medium, trance medium, and also a healer. Estelle Roberts used to give demonstrations of clairvoyance at Royal Albert Hall in the UK, filled to capacity, and that holds 6,000 people. So just think about that. Think about the nerves that she had to have to get up there and do it, and the certainty that spirit would show up and work with her, which she had at 100%. So what I'm going to read, I believe it's from her book. She has a book. It's a book that I don't know if she co-authored, but it's about her. And I know that she was involved in it in some way. It's called 50 Years a Medium, and it's an excellent book, Estelle Roberts. And this comes from that book, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I have tons of passages everywhere, and sometimes I'm not sure where I get them. So I just want to read when she talks about preparing herself to give these demonstrations of clairvoyance in front of a huge amount of people. And I'm just going to read a part of it. Okay. So I've always made the point of arriving at the venue in plenty of time and going straight to the ante room, the medium's room, where mediums would go before giving gallery for platform readings, and which they just would get quiet, start to build their power. Okay. So we're going to the ante room where I would sit silently and commune with the spirit people. And she would say, "I have come here as a bridge between you and your loved ones in the audience," I would tell them. "Help me to help you both and them. Not that they have ever failed me or were likely to do so, of that I am quite sure. It is in my own shortcomings that my doubts lay. I imagine that few people accustomed to appearing on stage or platform entirely outgrow the nerves which invariably proceed on the big occasion." Okay, so there are a few things in there that really hit me, and it actually changed how I worked and how I viewed my role in spirit work, in mediumship, in healing, and for all that I hopefully do now. Help me help you, to the spirit world. Just let them help you help them. That's what this is. It's a partnership. We're working with them. Whatever we do with the spirit world, they are there to help us so we can help them bring forth their wisdom, their counsel, their guidance, their evidence of survival of so-called death. They want us to succeed. They want us to do a good job for them and for their loved ones sitting in front of us, or they want us to be able to bring forth this wisdom and counsel to someone who needs it, to bring words of comfort to someone who needs it, because that's what we do. Mediumship is healing. So this statement, "Help me help you," I use that all the time in whatever I do with mediumship. So I put myself in situations that definitely make me nervous. Okay. When I'm doing open sessions, and I'm doing one tonight, and they're open sessions. So this is a deal I made with the spirit world a long time ago. Just support what I would like to do with you and for you, and I will definitely open myself up to help people, a large amount of people, whenever I can. So when I'm not teaching, when I don't have sessions, I will always do open sessions. I don't charge for them. I just want to help people. And I want people to come who are thinking about going into mediumship or just being called to it, because I feel that's what this is. It's a calling. So my part of the deal is that I will keep offering sessions, not thinking about money or anything like that, and I will just continue to be of service. And they keep up their end of the bargain, and they keep bringing me people that I can work with, so I can support myself. Not tons of money comes in as a medium, which is fine, but they've always made sure that I can pay my bills. I don't have to worry about my rent, my mortgage, my health insurance, what I eat, what I don't eat. I don't. So as long as I continue to be of service and I don't think about it just as a business, which I don't, it is a calling, it's a sacred calling, I feel. So that's sort of, let me help you, help me help you. And in effect, they help me. They help me build this platform that I'm incredibly grateful and honored to see it grow very slowly, but that's the way it should be, as if not to overwhelm. But as long as I keep up my end of the bargain, they keep up their end of the bargain. So sorry, I digress. But I put myself in situations where I start to get nervous. So like I said, I have one tonight. It's full, it's opened. I sent it out in a mailing list. I posted it on all my platforms. So it will be 100 people plus. So an hour before, I'm like, oh God, why am I doing this to myself? Why can't I just take an evening off? And then I just start to think, nope, this is part of the deal. You have Monday. I always have Monday, Tuesday off. I try to, as much as possible. Keep working, keep doing it, keep going, be of service, be of service, be of service. But like I said, about an hour before, the nerves start to kick up. Oh God, I have 100 people coming. It's sold out. I hope I can come up with the goods. And then slowly I start thinking about Miss Roberts' words. Help me help you. Be there for me. Support me. Comfort me. Relax me. Just let me help you. And slowly I can feel my guides, my spirit inspirers, just people, the spirit people who have devoted their lives, physical and in the spirit world, to helping and to being of service and to try to heal people and show them what spirit work really is, which is about the spirit cannot die. We are eternal beings, right? So as soon as I just say that, let me help you, help me help you, they're there, and the power comes. The power is there. I'm surrounded by the power of the spirit, and I relax. So by the time I do this session tonight, I'm not nervous anymore. I want to do a good job for spirit and for everyone coming that I'll have the honor and pleasure of working with, but the nerves don't move into anxiety. Because when you get anxious and anxiety hits, forget it. You really cannot perform to the best of your ability. So let me help you. Help me help you. I use it all the time. I use it in my classes. I use it in my mediumship readings. I use it in my spiritual assessment readings, my aura readings, everything. And then I know I'm not alone. I'm never there on my own. I am one person in the physical realm, but my spirit is connected to everyone else who's living this physical life at this time. And also my spirit is connected to millions and perhaps billions of spirit beings. We're all connected, and they are there to help me at all times. So I love that passage. And I like when she talks about when the nerves start to kick up, and those nerves are human. Those are a human side, right? Because she knows the spirit world will not let her down. The spirit world will always show up when you show up. How do you show up? By the intention of being of service and helping people. So Estelle Roberts is really one of my heroes for mediumship, because she devoted her whole life to it and kept going and kept growing and progressing. And she did amazing work. I mean, I can go on and on about Estelle Roberts, but that passage really shifted how I thought about mediumship. Okay. I'm debating if I have another one I could talk about. Should I just put two into one? Yes, Joseph, why don't you? Okay, so the second passage that I really like, and I'm sure some of you've heard it before, it's certainly nothing new, but it's from Gordon Higginson. Gordon Higginson is sort of keyed as Mr. Mediumship, amazing evidential medium, one of the best. If you Google, if you YouTube search under Gordon Higginson, he passed in 1992. So there are a lot of his demonstrations that were recorded by video. Not the best quality. Also, there are a lot of lectures from Gordon Higginson, from Arthur Findlay College. He was the head of Arthur Findlay College and the president of the SNU. But so you can find his teachings definitely on YouTube, and also I think there's a website devoted to him, a tribute page to Gordon Higginson. He was known as Mr. Medium. He was an amazing evidential medium, a phenomenal trance medium, and a physical medium. So he did it all. And so if any of you have gone to the Arthur Findlay College in the UK, you can sense him. You can sense his energy there. He devoted his entire life to spiritualism. He started when he was like 12, if probably younger. His mother, Fanny Higginson, was a really good medium, and she trained him like boot camp, like really boot camp mediumship training. Like put cotton in his ears, put a blindfold on him, had him get up on a platform, so he had no external influence going on, and just would have to read from the spirit. Would have to go into the spirit energy, which no way could you really do that today without freaking everyone out. Anyway, Gordon Higginson, he has a book called On the Side of Angels. It's an authorized biography, On the Side of Angels. Very hard to get. If you're ever in the UK, they have it sometimes at Arthur Findlay College or the SNU. Really hard to get, but it's a really good book. His life story and a lot of his insight on becoming a medium, training as a medium, becoming the president of the SNU, and another church in the UK, and then the president of Arthur Findlay College. And he actually, I think, had a lot to do. Arthur Findlay College and the SNU at some point, I believe, weren't quite sure if they could survive. So he really made Arthur Findlay College what it is today. An international place that mediums will come to train and healers and things like that. Anyway, okay, this quote, people quote this all the time, but I really love it, so I'm just gonna share this with everybody here. Okay, so Gordon Higginson: before you can touch the spirit, you must find it within yourself, and the spirit can never touch you and bring love and peace within your being and from your being until you have found it for yourself. No matter what despair, no matter what misfortune, you stand there with love still radiating from you, then God will touch you. You will have been chosen then as a channel for the Great Spirit. Great Spirit is just another term for God. I really like that, and I understand why a lot of people will quote it and they put it on their websites. You can't expect to work with the spirit world until you have discovered your own spirit, until you have moved closer to this eternal light being, if you want to see it like that resides within all of us. We each have a spirit body, a spirit essence, and that spirit body is our true selves. That's our spiritual being. And this spirit being that we all have comes to this physical realm to live, to learn, to spiritually progress. We're here to learn. We're here to progress. And we're coming into down to this planet for that reason, to learn. And to learn how to evolve and how to progress. So, but until you can go within and find your own spirit and sit with your own spirit, blend with your own spirit in a quiet space and listen to the language of your own spirit and feel within your own spirit the spark of the divine, God, the creator, the light, however you want to, however you associate yourself with God, it's in all of us. It's within. Okay. So, and that is your true compass. All of these other things, doubt, lack of confidence, ego, greed, jealousy, anger, hatred, blah, 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 blah. Those are all human things. That has nothing to do with your spirit. Your spirit is pure love and pure light and pure compassion. So your spirit will guide you if you can get yourself into a quiet space and listen to what your spirit is trying to tell you, nudging you. Maybe you will see it as or feel it as inspiration. Maybe, I don't know. We're all different, okay? But I know my spirit, when I started to understand this statement from Mr. Higginson, I moved closer to it, and then I just felt it start to expand and start to grow. And as my power built and as my light really started to illuminate quite strongly, that's when it all changed. Think about this. Mediumship is a spirit to spirit communication. It has nothing to do with our physical form. Clairvoyance, that's our spirit eyes. Clairaudience, spirit ears. Clairsentience, spirit feeling. All of these things, they're working from our spirit. We're communing with these beautiful spirit communicators, spirit guides through our spirit. And that's when they start to blend. They're blending with our spirit. They're overshadowing our spirit if you do trance, right? But in basic evidential mediumship, you're blending with the spirit communicator. It's all from the spirit level. So the spirit cannot touch you, as Mr. Higginson says, and bring love and peace within your being until you have found it within yourself. Because if you're not aware of your own spirit, how can the spirit world work through it? So to understand your own spirit and to listen to the language of your own spirit and start to just be guided by it, you just have to go into a quiet and passive and receptive state first within. Sit with your own spirit in a meditation, in communing with nature, anything where your mind starts to go passive, okay? And then it starts to just build and expand. So no despair, no stress, no sadness can touch your spirit. I spoke about this in the last video from this series about a Silver Birch quote. Your spirit is indestructible. Your spirit will leave this physical realm unscathed. But until you have found your spirit and move closer to your own spirit, love your spirit, honor your spirit, show it gratitude. That's your true being, and that doesn't end with the physical death of this thing, this body, right? So I love this quote from Gordon Higginson. Before you can touch the spirit, you must find it within yourself. Before you can communicate with the spirit world, you must acknowledge and find the spirit within yourself, because that's what they're communicating through, right? This body is just a tool that our spirit uses to hopefully be of service to the spirit world and to help people and to, obviously function in the physical realm, because this is the world of matter. Okay. So these two pioneers of spiritualism really do touch my heart. And these two quotes or passages have really helped me and have really clarified where I need to go and where my mind needs to stay, to be of service, to just think about it, the mediumship, healing, whatever, any sort of spirit work as a partnership, to allow them to help me so I can help them, right? It's a partnership. We're working together. And that statement alone just helps me, because I'm not alone. I'm not standing out there on a ledge by myself, and I feel the power and I feel my confidence as it builds, because I'm responsible for building my confidence, and I'm responsible for finding my faith. I don't think that's something anybody can do. I don't think that's something God can give us. We have to find it within ourselves, our confidence and our faith. And just acknowledging that all of this work, mediumship, healing, it all happens at the spirit level. So until you acknowledge your spirit and understand your spirit and can communicate with your spirit easily and fully, it's very hard to communicate with the spirit world. And I believe it all does happen internally with our spirit. As they move into our energy, into our aura, into our orbit, that activates my spirit, and the clairs sort of start from the inside. And it's all about our spirit eyes, our spirit ears, our spirit feelings, our spirit nose, our spirit mouth. These are all senses. They're not physical senses, but they're senses just the same. And then the spirit will can communicate through us, so we can then deliver this evidence for evidential mediumship, or counsel, wisdom, guidance for trance mediumship, or healing, as the healing energy just flows from spirit through our spirit to the spirit of who we are requesting that the healing goes to. Because any good healer knows the healing energies does not come from the healer. It comes from a superior source, from the healing ministries, from God, from the Great Spirit. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about these two beautiful pioneers. And yeah, but will do the next video. I will definitely do another spirit guide, teachings that's helped me. I'm not going to commit myself to who. I think I know. Thank you very much, and I wish everyone a lovely day. Bye.